Hi everyone, welcome to our Libra reading for January 2021. This is for mid-January and on. Though you guys know time is fluid. Whenever you find the reading, it's the right time for you. I want to give a shout out to my nephew Sean. I think he watches. He is September 24th. My granddaughter Lily is October 14th, and my sister, which many of you know, is October 15th, Tracy. I feel like her energy is always in our reading. So, welcome. This is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided to the channel. You don't know if you have Libra in your chart. Don't worry about it. If your guides guided you here, just trust in that. If you are checking on a Libra's energy, understand that I feel like your guides know that you're here. So, you'll probably receive messages. Just be open to that. Today we're going to use a couple new decks that I got. The first one is the Gilded Tarot, and the second one is Tarot of Dreams. Tarot of Dreams. This will be the second time they've been in use. I'm still learning them, so to speak. Getting to know them. So I'm curious to see how they're going to be in your reading. We're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle deck, though. And we're going to take one or two, whatever wants to come out. One more shuffle. Everything's already pre-shuffled. Someone asked me about doing a live reading. I would like to do that. I just don't know. Like I'm kind of out in the country, and my internet is pretty slow, so I don't know how well it would do, if it would stay connected. But I might give it a try. I used to do them in Rhode Island. Now I'm in Pennsylvania. Okay. Well, that didn't take long. Let's see what we have. Present moment. We'll read this at the end of the reading, but I like to see how that plays in your reading. So I am fully present in the here and now. It'd be like the Fool in the Tarot, right? The Fool asks you to be present in this moment. Make your decisions from this moment, not, from the past. So we'll see how that plays. All right. So we're going to start with the Tarot of Dreams. They're still so, it's like I can't even bend them. All right, we're not going to cut them that way. We'll just give them a couple shuffles. And then we'll give them a cut. And let's begin. Well, we have the Ten of Cups, your first card. We're going to bring this over here. We have the Three of Cups. Look at the cups we're getting. I promise you, these have been shuffled so well. And then we have the Six of Cups. We have Temperance. I always love it when Temperance shows up in a reading. First of all, it's a card of Sagittarius, but it talks about divine timing. It asks you to let go of control of how something must show, when something must show, and trust in divine that it's going to show at the right time. It's that mixture of fire and water within Temperance. Sitting right next to the Six of Cups. So this is about, someone that you have good memories about. Someone who, kind of fulfilled your heart, whether that be, it doesn't have to be that you were in a relationship with them. We'll see. But right now, it just kind of feels like it's just about good memories of something. You know, I could have been friends with them, and divine is creating the perfect time for something to show up. Some of you, this may be someone, um, you know, I kind of feel like these cards slide around a lot. Stay put. Um, I don't know. I feel like at a time, this Ten of Cups is the energy I was in. And whether that's left or not, it, because I feel like when I'm thinking of this person, I'm also thinking back at the Ten of Cups. Like, I had this Ten of Cups, um, but yet it's still what's coming in. So even if I've been moved out of that Ten of Cups, I feel like it's about what is coming in for you. Let's get the rest of the cards out. We have the Death card, card of Scorpio, card of endings, right? But these are endings that we shouldn't resist. That's the one thing the Death card asks of you is, you know, if I want another door to open, there's probably a door that I need to close so I can make room for something. So, you know, I was feeling earlier that the Ten of Cups kind of was of a past energy, and the Death card kind of feels like that to me now. But, however, you know, when the Death card shows, again, it asks, don't resist this change. And the reason you don't resist this change is because something, can I say better, um, is coming along, or let's say something of destiny. Excuse me. Also, the energy of a double Scorpio right there. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. This is your seat of intention. So, you know, it's like divine is saying, let go of control of how something must show for you, whether that be someone of an earlier time, or maybe it's just the energy of an earlier time. The Seven of Pentacles is your seat of intention. So to me, that's your soul's seat of intention. You know, often when this card comes up, what I picture is like sitting on the edge of heaven, and I have yet to come into this world. And there's certain soul agreements that I make. You know, when I come down here, um, you know, there's certain things that I'd like to see, certain experiences that I would like to have, and they come up at different times. Both Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles ask you to have patience while something is developing. And also, I want to say, I feel like this door that needs closed, well, bam, what opens up right after that? Your soul's seed of intention. Look at this. We have the Eight of Pentacles. 7 to the 8. 6, 7, 8. We have the Knight of Wands. That can be a younger Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming right under a card of Sagittarius. It can certainly be of a younger time, but this is the energy of something rushing in. Wands, passion, desire, to something of your own desire. And we already know that with the Seven of Pentacles is coming in. Again, I may have had to have some real patience here before it showed. Eight of Pentacles here. This is about the willingness to work on something, the willingness to put your time into something that if I do, it's almost like a guarantee of success. If this is a relationship, it's coming right under that Six of Cups, you know, and listen, you may talk about entering into a relationship right at the beginning, and being willing from that point to build it. Well, we have the Wheel. So coming under the Death card and the Ten of Cups. Destiny. Are you going to jump on the wheel? We have the Page of Pentacles. coming under the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like what this is saying, some of you, first of all, you may be learning a new craft, a new way to work with your own hands. You know, I'm thinking of my nephew right now, and he is in, you know, sound. He plays a lot of different instruments. And the reason why I'm thinking of him is because this is about maybe even another avenue opening up. Something, again, of your destiny. Something's got to close so this wheel can start turning. Will you jump on it? I think you will. Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is also, Page of Pentacles is about knowledge, seeking knowledge so I can grow within my physical world on this earth now, in this lifetime. So some of you are learning about your spirituality. You're learning that there are seeds of, you know, contracts that your soul had made before you came here. And I feel like this is you learning about it. And not just learning about it, but I also feel like becoming comfortable with that idea of, listen, some things are out of my control, right? But if it is my soul's desire to move forward in something, I don't know how you cannot be successful. I feel like it's just saying, whatever this is, be willing to put in the work. If you're willing to put in the work, it's almost like the passion and you know, your desire can't help but be. All right, let's get our last two cards. We have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is like-minded energy. It's resisting each other, though. You know, it's mirroring energy. We have, look at this, the Six of Wands. So we have the Seven of Pentacles goes into the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands going right into the Six of Wands. You know, that's the energy of victory, first of all. That's the energy of people or one person seeing things in your perspective, understanding your perspective. Wow. Hello, Ace of Cups. Wow. So, first of all, that's unconditional love. That's always the unconditional love of the universe. We know we have the energy of divine here, kind of controlling the outcome, so to speak. It's like divine is saying, listen, I'm going to bring in this cup for you. This is what you asked for at this time in your life. So I'm going to bring it in. The main thing is, are you willing to start at the beginning? Are you willing to build it as you go? Build that foundation. It's so important that the foundation be strong here. And, you know, the Six of Cups with the Five of Wands down here, of course, this could be someone of your past that at one time you probably, you love, right? You loved, and I feel like you would still love. And maybe back then, I don't know, maybe back then we resisted all that could be. And why? Well, within the Five of Wands is ego. It is definitely ego, and then it's mirroring each other. So, you know, someone does something that not right, then I do something back, right? I'm trying to mirror what they do. So we're working against each other, when truly, if we turned around and understood that we are mirroring each other, and listen, the Page of Pentacles right by that. This is energy that I feel like you're learning. Maybe you really want to understand it. So I feel like you do here. And then the Six of Wands is the energy of victory with the Ace of Cups over that. So, you know, I don't always like doing a love reading, and I know I say that, but it definitely comes up. But I also feel like this is talking about something new that you would like to bring to the world. You know, this Eight of Pentacles is feeding off the Knight of Wands. So again, it's your desire, it's your passion, but it's coming in towards you. So you may find that you have like an epiphany, or that you keep seeing like this sign, but you're not sure if it's what you're meant to do or meant to add into an existing plan. And I feel like, yes, it's meant to add it in. If I just look at Temperance, she comes down to the Eight of Pentacles and then the Page of Pentacles. So there may be something that I'm learning that is pretty important that will then open up this wheel, right? I know one thing. There is a door that needs to be closed. And then we look at Mother Mary. She's saying, put yourself in the present moment. Live from this present moment. And perhaps even your signs are coming in this present moment. Wow, we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So you have two aces right off the bat. Ace of Swords to me is, listen, you know, the Ace of Swords to me is my yes card. So I feel like if you came here with a particular question, the answer, you know, I hate to say already, it's yes, but it is my yes card. It's also the energy of, you know, think of the ace. The ace is the potential of what can be, right? I have to reach out for that ace, but it shows, it's almost like a sign. And it asks that you accept this ace from your authentic self. Even when I look at Temperance here, you know, she's naked. And to me, when they portray someone naked in a card, it talks about coming from your authentic self. This could be part of what the holdup is. I don't know if I want to say it like that, but I just did. So this is coming from your authentic self. This is your own authentic ideas and then putting them into action. All right, so let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. And we're going to use them as clarifiers. We're just going to go ahead and break this down. You have a nice mix of cups, pentacles, and wands. You know, the Virgo in me, it drives me a little crazy when the cards want to move around. All right, let's start at the beginning. A lot of cups in the top line, all cups, matter of fact. Well, except for Temperance, but Major Arcana. You know, it's like waiting for all the colors of the rainbow to develop. Maybe I have a few right now, but there's more colors of the rainbow yet to develop. One of those may be something of your own passion. It can even be trusting yourself. We have the Two of Swords. We have Judgment. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, well, let's look at this. So we have the Two of Swords. This is where I'm trying to make a decision, but I have a blindfold on, right? Something maybe I'm not willing to see. Often I do feel it's our own energy, something within myself that maybe I'm afraid to see it. But this is about making a decision. But here you're kind of making it blindly. Why? Well, the Nine of Swords talks about worry, a lot of worry over something. However, the Nine of Swords, the message in that card is this is unnecessary worry. If we look at the Nine Swords, three of them, well, it looks like all those swords are heading her way, but usually it's like three swords pierce the body, three or four, and the rest are just there, right? But they don't need to be there. So that's probably why Temperance is here too, because Temperance says, you know, you got to let go of control. You got to allow things to develop the way they naturally should develop. There may be a door that you're afraid to close because maybe you're afraid of what will come in. Well, I don't know there's anything you need to be afraid of. Judgment here is a call to attention. It's like your ancestors wanting you to pay attention. What's their message? I feel like I could go right back to present moment, asking you, bring your energy to today. Don't worry about what you cannot control, because that's what the Nine of Swords is. I'm worrying about things that I have no control over anyway. And I'm trying to make a decision out of that. This is also energy where I just say be warned, because if I'm manifesting from this energy, this is where I can get stuck in a rut, and I can keep bringing these swords back to me, right? Because I feel like there is a question, there is a something presents itself, and it's going to be up to me whether I reach out for it or not. Judgment, I feel like your ancestors are saying, yes, we want you to reach out for it. These are probably the aces. And get out of your head, right? Get out of the past. This can be anxiety that turns into depression if I don't find a way to overcome it, right? And it is in my own mind. I mean, I can't say it any other way. It is coming. These swords are stemming from me. Now, I'm sure they're due to things of the past, but judgment is saying, I need you here in the present moment. Why? Maybe so you can truly see the signs as they come in. That's what judgment is about. Sending you the sign, asking you maybe to close a door so that something new can come open. Well, we're over the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a beautiful energy, right? But it doesn't mean some of us aren't afraid to move into that energy. Maybe I've had the Ten of Cups before. It didn't work out. And I'm afraid that it's going to repeat itself. The Death card is saying, well, not if you put something to an end. Sometimes it's within our own mind. It's our thought system. Our brain is real. Our thoughts are not, so to speak. We can, just because I think something doesn't mean that it is true. So I got to watch within that Nine of Swords of how I talk to myself. All right, let's keep going. I always feel in a reading too, if this is talking about love and, your ancestors are part of it. And, when I say your ancestors, sometimes we haven't even met these people, but that doesn't mean that we're not connected, right? It can be your soul family. I feel like many of us are part of each other's soul family. Doesn't have to be blood either, right? But this is about those who, let's just say, are in heaven, who want us to have the very best. And the Ten of Cups is the very best when it comes to love, right? It's a very happy home. It's a home full of laughter and love. Three of Cups right next to it. That's the energy of joy. That's the energy of celebration also. Sometimes the celebration is with those who are closest to me. Okay. Hello. We have the Star. So, this is your hopes, this is your dreams, and this is your wishes. Card of Aquarius also. They're in reverse, but I'm not going to keep them in reverse. We have the Strength card. That is card of Leo. And look at this. We have the Ace of Cups again. Ace of Cups is coming right over Temperance. Hello. So, before we use the rest of these, let's look at what we have. All right. So we have that Nine of Swords, right? With a question in our mind. Can I do something? Should I do something? But there's something in the blindfold that really I need to take off, because, chances are, if I don't look at that, then it's going to continue into my future. I don't think that's what you want. Judgment is saying no. I want you in the present moment. So, when your Ten of Cups starts to develop, we have the Ace again. So this could talk about taking it from the very beginning, giving yourself time, both people, to really build up that foundation. Sometimes moving too quickly, you don't have enough time to build that strong foundation. I feel like it's funny because I thought I saw the tower, but it's not out, so I don't know. So, anyways, just if you look at the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords, but then you have the Star card. It's almost like you really want something. However, do you back out of it, right? Do you say no to it because of some type of fear factor? The Strength card is right next to that. So how do I get over those swords? It's within. It's an energy within yourself. The Strength card gives you or tells you that you truly have really the strength to overcome anything. Why? Well, because you've been there before. Maybe not this lifetime, but it asks you to look at, and it's looking, Strength card is looking right back at the Star card. So, you know, I just feel like in the Strength card here, um, the ability to overcome the beast within me, to calm it, to tame it. It's about the power within you also. And I feel like, because it's looking back at the beginning of this spread, I feel like it's saying, that again, that Two of Swords and that Nine of Swords. If you think that you can't overcome it, you can. Sometimes I just gotta like put those swords back a little bit and give myself an opportunity to say yes to the aces that want to come in. Again, the Star card that also has the Seven of Pentacles right below it. This is of your seed of intention. This is your soul seed of intention. Will you allow it? I don't know. But here, boom, is the Ace card, or the Ace of Cups again. So as I overcome something, and the only reason I feel like it's something within yourself is because of how the reading is opening up with all these swords. But then you have major arcana right between them, another major arcana, another major arcana. So major arcanas to me ask, they are about change, something new, the realization of who you are, all of that. So Temperance is controlling that Ace of Cups. That's not a bad thing. We can look at it another way. It's the universe. It's waiting for something. And I feel like what it's waiting for is for you to, first of all, it's like allow your dreams to come to fruition. Don't put any blocks on them. Because I do kind of feel like, will I go forward? As this Ace of Cups comes in, will I accept it? Well, if I stay in, let's say, my thought process, there's a real chance that I won't. I won't reach out for this Ace. I will think that it's wrong for me. I will overthink it. And that's never a good thing. We don't want to overthink something. Well, let's keep going. We have more cards here. We have the Ten of Wands, and it's coming over the Death card. So, Ten of Wands, this is the energy when we're in a time period where it feels like we have a lot of responsibilities, where we feel like a lot of the burden lies on our shoulders. Sometimes this is the energy of giving too much. But I feel like in this energy, it's what we wanted, right? Ten of Wands also, to me, feels like that I'm almost at the edge, and sometimes I'm hoping for the Tower to come in to end this for me. Um, but the Wands is also about a lot of experience that's been gained in this part of your journey. I feel like it's the saying, one part of your journey is coming to an end. Something new wants to come in. Well, with the Knight of Pentacles, and it's coming over the Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles to me is your guardian angel, and that is why Temperance is here too. And Temperance is bringing in that Ace of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is bringing this pentacle into what that talks about to me. It's into your physical world. It's into this earthly plane. It's another energy about patience because it takes time for something to be um, truly the way that you want it. When I'm saying the way you want it, but I want you to understand, I also feel like I've got to let go of control of how exactly something shows up and be open to the way the universe wants to bring it into me. I don't, there's nothing here where I feel like you got to worry about this ace. Quite the opposite. I feel like you might worry about the ace, but I don't feel like you need to worry about the ace, especially when it's coming on the shoulders of your guardian angel. This is energy that we can count on, truly count on. And again, coming over the Seven of Pentacles, so your soul seed of intention, it's about to arrive. And I'm looking, this Knight is looking right back at that Ten of Wands. So for some of you, if this is talking also about something that you want to bring to the world, I feel like the ability to do that is about to land in your lap. Again, will you take it or will you not? I feel like you will. I feel like if I'm trusting in the flow of the universe, if I'm learning all I can about how the universe works and the energy of the universe, what I think about, I bring about. So I feel like at the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords, I got to be careful there because if I keep thinking something is going to be horrible, then am I then making it horrible, right? Or am I going to start at the Ace and at least allow it to develop, to see how it develops? I definitely feel like this is energy you can trust, though. We have the Hermit. Some of you are walking into your spirituality like never before. The Hermit is taking a minute out and examining those swords up there, but doing it really from a spiritual lens. I often feel the Hermit is a teacher. Once he emerges from the cave, that quiet moment, he then carries the lantern for others. So this is definitely the energy if you're thinking about teaching, really anything, because it's coming over the Eight of Pentacles. So this is really you growing your foundation, starting from the beginning and um, making it strong. This is also the energy of Virgo. We have a lot of people. We have Aquarius, we have Leo, we have Sagittarius, we have Scorpio, we have Virgo. Look at that, the Sun. It's taken me a moment. I haven't really learned these cards yet. I want to learn them as I go with you. So again, now we have Devil Leo on the board. Let's look at this first. Well, let's get the last card out. The Four of Cups. So, looking at this Hermit, he's coming over the Eight of Pentacles. The willingness to learn about my own spirituality, about the way the world works, this world, today, right? This is about opening myself up to the spirituality. I feel like when you move into the Hermit energy, and a lot of times it can be the dark night of the soul that takes us in. We're seeking that light, right? We're seeking the light. Well, here is the sun. So here is that light. Using that light in your world, perhaps to help others too. This is true illumination. There's nothing hidden within the sun. All is revealed. All. Even ourselves. Nine, is that independent energy. Look, but we got to look within ourselves, right? Shining your light, I feel like, for others. And listen, look, I just feel like if this is in a business sense, or I'm coming out as the teacher. I feel like your light will help illuminate others' paths. Did I say that right? The path of others. You're helping them. You're helping now to illuminate them. I feel like some of you, this is something you've been wanting to do. Maybe you haven't, but you've been wanting it. What's over here? Oh, and then we have that Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about spiritual discernment. It can be an energy of where I'm really starting to feel bored within my own life. Um, However, sometimes I can focus on that too much and, look, there's a cup that wants to come in. Well, you have a cup here that wants to come in. You have a cup here that wants to come in. Boom, here it is. It's coming in with the sun. So I feel like if something has been like hidden out of sight, now it's illuminated. It's fully illuminated. There's nothing that can hide here. And listen, the Ace of Cups is the Ace of Cups here, Ace of Cups here. It's surrounding that energy. It's also surrounding the eight or the sun. So I just don't feel like you have anything to fear here. I feel like quite the opposite. I feel like your signs of where to move next are going to be very clear. It's still going to be up to you, but I feel like, I feel like this pentacle is coming, on the arms of your spirit, of your guardian angel. And again, I know it's of your original dreams and hopes. Unfortunately, we have those swords that may have, I don't know, kind of cluttered our mind, but your dreams are still here. They're present. And these aces, three aces now, three aces, I feel like you can do anything you want with those aces. You can take them wherever you want to take them. We know we have the Ten of Cups here, so this ace could develop into the Ten of Cups. But I feel like take it step by step, right? Especially if some of those swords are lingering. Take it step by step. The Death card is saying, cut out those swords. Allow yourself to have this experience. Understand that it's your soul that is asking for these experiences, even the hard ones, so that you can overcome them. The Strength card, I feel like it gives us the ability to really have spiritual growth. Not just spiritual growth, just in our life, period. Okay, let's keep going. I know it's hard to see the cards like this. Somebody said I should shoot it over my head. I just don't know how. Like, I use my laptop and I don't know how I could. I wish I could. Maybe I'll keep trying to figure out. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles coming over the wheel. So let's talk about the Six of Pentacles for a second before we move on. Six of Pentacles to me is, it's an energy of you now being more empathetic, compassionate. It's an energy of you learning how not just to give, but also to receive. It's a beautiful, balanced energy. I feel like it's a card of lessons, lessons that have been learned, though. And, if I ask myself, why did I have to go through that? Well, I feel like ultimately it brought you to this space of truly being empathetic. Some of you, it brings you to the Empress status, especially with the Hermit here, right? Because this is the ability for you to take that lantern, what you have learned, and now shine it onto the world. So this is a very giving and loving type energy. Again, it's the balance of not just giving, but also receiving, allowing myself to receive evenly. Coming over the wheel, that tells me whatever happened here, and I know people don't like it when I say this, but it was meant to happen. It was meant to teach you something. It was meant to allow your soul to evolve. I know that your soul evolves, and I know you have some help from above. Look at this. We have the wheel again. We have another ace. The Ace of Wands this time. We have the Death card again. and we have the Tower. Okay, so let's kind of read this backwards for a second. We have the Death card with the Tower. So it's the effects of the Tower. It is the, first of all, I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, I need to look right at this Tower. This is the understanding of why the Tower happened. When the Tower happens, it does feel like, what's the word I want to use? It does feel like out of her control almost. It can feel destructive. It doesn't have to be. Sometimes this is about an epiphany, but I feel like really what this is saying with the Death card here, double Scorpio, by the way, on the board, and the wheel over here over the Page of Pentacles, and right next to it, by the way, it's clearly showing us that it's letting go of the lingering effects of the Tower. I got to let it go. I've got to understand it, and then I've got to clear it. Why? So that I don't repeat it, right? So that I get out of that sword energy and I don't keep bringing back more anxiety, more of that type of energy. This is allowing it to go once and for all. And then starting back at the beginning and building from there. Okay, what do I want to look at? You have so many aces. So I have the Ace of Wands over that Five of Wands. I feel like if this is where I need to look at how I've been creating some resistance, either with one person or maybe just the world, the ability to overcome that, the Wheel of Fortune, I'm meant to learn what I'm learning right now. So if I open myself up to learning about whether it's universal flow or soul's lessons, I can then receive that lesson free and clear, right? If I'm questioning, I feel like the Ten of Wands over here is talking about a time when truly it had to be difficult, right? It does feel like a lot was on your shoulders. But nonetheless, it brings you to a space of true empathy and true compassion. And, if you travel through the Hermit energy, this is exactly the energy you would move into. The Six of Pentacles. The sun is illuminating everything for you. I feel like there's no reason to fear these aces because, by the way, it's coming, it is of your own dreams. And it's coming right into your physical world, no doubt. It's not coming with shadows cast upon it, fully illuminated. It's probably coming, I feel like, to your home, so to speak. But bam, I gotta let that tower go. We're gonna have towers, and maybe we're meant to have towers, right? In the tower, if this is about someone else, sometimes we gotta learn we can't control what they do, um, the way they are, but we can control ourselves. And I have to say, I feel like for some of you who this may be someone who's coming into your life, it doesn't mean you were with them before, but I feel like if for love, this is talking about someone very much like you, and I feel like that's a good thing. But maybe I need to see that, like I need to understand that, you know, maybe they react and then I react to that reaction, right? Instead of stepping back, I automatically reacted to that. Whatever it is, it's, whatever those swords are, the sun's going to illuminate that to you. And I feel like Temperance is saying, this is the only thing we're waiting for. We're waiting for you to overcome within the Strength card these towers, and don't allow yourself to then move into the energy of the Nine of Swords. The fear factor, right? This can turn into anxiety, that can turn into depression. And if that's the case, and then I'm trying to make a decision about that. It's like Temperance is saying, whoa, let's figure this out for, let's learn what we can learn about this. Let's understand that your soul required or asked for these lessons. Why? Because ultimately, listen, many of you are now becoming the teacher. And that doesn't mean like, a teacher in school. It certainly can, but it's The energy where you are now shining your light for others. Um, and to get to that point, you have to understand your spirituality, right? Okay, I think what I want to do, just because you have so many aces, I think I want to take these aces and I just want to look a little deeper at them. Let's pick these up. You know, you have the wheel twice, so I feel like, listen, this can also talk about love and something within your current career or something brand new. Just pick these up real quick. And so we have two aces of cups. We have the ace of swords here. Let's take that. And we have the ace of wands. So you have every ace, right? Right? No, we don't have the ace of pentacles. Let's do it this way, the way that they came out. And I'm just going to put some cards around them just to get us a little clearer. It's funny, I keep wanting to make these mid-readings shorter and your monthly readings longer, but I'm getting along within the mid-readings too, and that's okay. As long as you guys are okay with it, I'm okay with it. All right, so tell us more about these aces. We have the Queen of Swords coming over the Ace of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, another Libra. I feel like it's saying this is about you coming to really coming to your authentic self, understanding yourself completely. You know, the Queen of Swords is, first of all, she's going to use that sword to cut any ties that are no longer serving her. She doesn't hang on to things just because. She cuts off what no longer fits within her life. We have the Six of Swords. It's the energy of victory. It's the energy of moving away from toxicity and moving into much calmer waters. I feel like this is an accelerated motion. Once I look at, you think of the Five of Swords, right? What's toxic around me? Who's toxic around me? Who's holding me down? Who's pinning me down? Am I pinning myself down? This is the realization of that. And then the moving away from that, the moving away from toxicity into much calmer waters. The Ace of Cups. So, to me, the Death card for a lot of you is talking about the Five of Swords, right? What has been toxic in my life. Swords can also be of your own mind, though, my thought process. And eliminating, boom. So, new opportunity, a new ace can come in. We have the Two of Pentacles. Well, now coming over this ace. So, now, if I'm back into that question mode, the Two of Pentacles, the fear factor is gone. What I'm thinking in the Two of Pentacles is, do I want it? Will it fit in my life? Am I, do I want to bring it into my life? No fear here, though. Three of Cups and Temperance again. So, let's just put it this way. You and Divine are working hand in hand here. The Three Cups down here, to me, I know a lot of people, a lot of readers will read this as like a third party. I don't feel that at all. I feel like this is about the celebration. I have the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Wands. Temperance saying, sweetie, I'm controlling this. What am I waiting for here? I'm waiting for you to move away from the toxicity, whatever it is, right? The Queen of Swords, boom, I'll cut that right out, right? I'm going to use that sword that I've gained. I've gained that sword due to my experiences. And I'm going to cut out what's no longer serving me, move right into my present moment. And as I do that, here comes the aces. Here comes the aces. Now when they come in, I'm looking at them different. Do I want to put them in my life? Is this something that will benefit my foundation? It's certainly something that brings you celebration and joy. So I don't know. I don't know. I think that I feel like I should just trust the universe here. I should trust the natural flow instead of resisting the flow, right? You know, the Six of Swords is flowing into the future, nice and calm. Let's do one more. I want to do one right in the middle of these four, or more than one. You know, I see the Hangman here, and I have to tell you, it came in reverse, right? But I'm not really reading reversals, but I feel like I have to mention that. So this is an awakening. This is moving to the point of awakening, seeing things in a different way. When the Hangman is this way, he's seeking wisdom. He's seeking his next step. He wants to be solid within his decision. We have the Page of Pentacles again. So I want to learn something that will help to give me this awakening, right? Give me this awakening so maybe I can accept these aces and not put restrictions upon them. We have the Three of Wands. So this is you looking out into the world. Listen, there's no swords here. This is being optimistic about your future. This is the willingness to begin at the beginning, right? To take that baby step. I'm the one who has to take that step. The universe can bring these cups in, but I need to take that step. I need to say yes to it. The Three of Wands, again, very optimistic energy. It's thinking about all that can be in a positive way. We have the Five of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. So the Five of Pentacles to me is it's the energy a little bit of the Tower. It tells me that, you know, somewhere your hand has been forced, but it's the remembrance of who you are. You know, this is the wounded warrior, the wounded warrior. We remember the wounded part, but often we forget the warrior. I feel like that's what the Strength card was about in your reading, to remind you that you are a warrior, right? You're a spirit warrior. You can overcome anything. And then, but it is, you know, your hand is kind of forced here, right? It's the feeling of being thrown out into the cold. But I also feel within the Five of Pentacles, where it is moving you to is where you will start to feel and see many of your soul family members coming in. Sometimes they're meant to come in just for a second to kind of like, we're heading down this, you know, maybe it's the sword path where I'm in my head, and then bam, I meet someone who just like corrects my path and puts me on the right path, which is the Two of Wands. So same as the Three of Wands to me. This is when I'm thinking about it, but I'm willing to start at the beginning. To me, two is about the beginning and taking that first step. This Three of Wands is about looking out very optimistically at all that can be. So I do feel like you're going to accept these aces. And I also feel, you know, this is within your business or your creativity, you bringing something, some types of epiphanies, and then bringing them to the world. So, you know, I feel like your guides are saying, because again, temperance, temperance, temperance is divine timing. It asks us to let go of control of how exactly things must look. Be willing to start at the beginning. That's where your aces are. That's why the energy of Mother Mary is saying everything's in the present moment. So epiphanies, I feel like, will come to you. And from those epiphanies, you might just be creating something magnificent. You know, and just see it in your mind's eye. And I feel like then follow that. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, but I do want to read the Mother Mary card. Let's just clean this up a little bit. So don't forget, you have all these aces. And let's read the present moment. You receive this card as a gentle reminder to keep your focus upon this present moment, right now. Have you been reliving old memories, rehashing ancient wounds, or projecting yourself into the future? If so, you're missing out on life, which occurs in the here and now. Mother Mary guides you to enjoy the present no matter what's going on. As you learn to extract the joy, Three of Cups, as you learn to extract the joy and blessings hidden within every experience, you'll feel continuously fulfilled in this moment. As you learn to extract the joy and blessings hidden with every experience, you'll feel continuously fulfilled in this moment. Present moment. This is where you receive your signs. I don't know. I kind of loved your reading, Libra. Really, really loved it. I hope, listen, I know these aces are going to show up for you. I feel like the question I have to ask is, will you allow? Will you take them? Will you allow yourself to take a chance? Are you ready? As it relates to love, we kept getting the Six of Pentacles. So, first of all, I got to let go of the past. Bring myself to the energy of receiving, allowing myself to receive, giving and receiving. It's like when I think of that Nine of Swords in the beginning of your reading, I'm thinking, I don't want you to manifest from that energy, because that's what you'll manifest back to you. Now, I feel like if I close that door and I am open to the universe to receive, I just feel like this is your time. All these aces, even if you don't accept them all, accept one of them. Whatever it is you want to bring to the world, I feel like now is the time. Trust within yourself. This is about a love experience. Allow yourself to love and allow yourself to receive also. If I start at the beginning, if I stay in the present moment, anything that, any red flags that show, I'll see them. When I'm too much in my head, those red flags could be like throwing themselves at you, but I might not see them. I might ignore them. So the present moment says, just trust in the present moment. If it's something that, you don't like, you'll see that red flag, and you can then, as the Queen of Swords, cut it out, right? Move towards the next thing. But there's a lot of aces flowing to you, and it is guided by divine. So let go of control and just be ready to receive. I love you guys so much. As always, thank you for the beautiful support of my channel. I feel like just keep creating, stay in your creative energy, and I feel like I just don't feel like you can go wrong. If anything, I feel like many of you are moving into the energy of really helping the rest of the world, whether that be one person. And many times we don't even know we're helping, right? But we are. We're shining our light for others. And that can only come through experience. So I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.